How's it going, shipheads? Haven't seen this thing in a while, have you? The Miranda Hornet Refit. Well, I got on to doing other things and started doing a lot of live streaming with the XXII guys and went on to a couple other projects. Kind of got sidetracked a little bit. So, I think it's time to get back onto this one. I don't have a lot to do. Just got to pretty much put it together. Wire the top and bottom of the saucer together, and I got to complete my little shuttle bay there. So what I'll have to do is fill in those sides and fill in the back there. I'm just going to put a door on it. I still want to put my little light panels on either side of the shuttle bay, so I'm going to try that. And some painting and touch-ups. Oh, and I want to try to do something about my nacelles here. Maybe I'll add some lines or something towards the back to kind of mask off the squareness of my light. So roll that beautiful starship footage, and we're gonna bust out the Miranda Hornet. Alrighty, here we go. Welcome back to Miranda Hornet Refit Project. This is something like part 21 or 22. Getting up there. Got a lot on this one. Oh, a piece from one of my other projects. Just put that aside. So, one of the issues I was having was power supply issues while working on the models. So, up until now, I've just been using little battery boxes, something like this. Some batteries, wires going to the model, turn it on and off, test it out, and then when I complete the model, I'll just put one of these in the base. But I keep going through batteries, and I didn't have any batteries, so I wasn't able to get my hands on one of those power supplies, but I got to thinking. So I went in my closet and I dug out my tattoo kit, and I got the power supply from the tattoo kit, and I just kind of repurposed it, because normally this goes to a foot pedal, and your foot pedal turns the power on and off, and the other cord goes to your tattoo machine. So instead of a tattoo machine, we just got some clips here. I put some red and black shrink tube on them, and I just cut the cord for the foot pedal and looped it. So just all this does is complete the circuit. So the circuit is on, and I have up to 16.3 volts. Yes, volts. So we put this at, I'm going to go 2.8. Seems to be good for working with these 3-volt lights. Don't want to risk popping it. I accidentally hit the knob there once and popped them all. Had to rip all the lights out and rewire them. Okay, so I can just clip this on here now, and I have a fully functioning power supply, which is handy, and it's going to help me out for doing stuff like this. But what it doesn't help is my knowledge in doing this, because now I'm kind of stuck here. I got these two sets of wires. Actually, there's three sets going in together here, and I still got to add these two and these two and another set to go out of the model down into the stands. I should do that first. Let me do that first so that I can just power the model through that instead of trying to find a spot to clip it onto. I just got some wire here that I harvested out of an old USB charging cable that wasn't working anymore. So I'm just going to use that. It's a little better than my other spool of wire, which is wire that I harvested from old Christmas lights, and it's quite a bit thinner. You gotta find it, get it from places, from other things. I'm just gonna shove that down in there. Shove it down in there. Come on. All right. Okay, so what I can do now is try to get some of this. Okay, I'll turn on the solder machine once I figure out this plug situation. I've gotta go under. Don't have enough room on my desk for all these tools. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to figure something out. Heat gun plug. Okay. So I've got that sorted a little bit. A little bit of a sorted affair. Okay, flux. Got my fluxing capacitrations. So this needs to go up into there. But I did have a issue with this. I want to stick this. This is like a little rubber grip from I don't know, I think a little battery operated drill or something like that. A little rubber grip on there. I think it looks cool right here. It adds a little texture and some detail. Like a little panel. So I want to get that glued on there. Where's the other piece? There's another piece to this. I had a grip on both sides, and the other piece doesn't have the little cutouts, because I think there was screw holes right there. This one's a little better. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. It's not sticky anymore, and there's a bunch of crap on there, so I'm gonna have to try and clean it off. Hopefully this will do it. That's doing a nice job at roughing it up. This is like kind of like a rubber, sort of a rubbery material. But it's like naturally spooning upwards there. The edges are curling up. So I'm gonna glue that down, but I want to make sure those don't lift Should I do the elastic band trick maybe? Well, that one snapped. Actually, that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to clamp it with the elastic band clamp. It's one time that band clamp. Okay, this is going to be tough, so I'm going to hold it down with this little thingy right here. Of course. It's actually better without that tip. I can distribute the glue more evenly. Why didn't I think of that before? Take that little tip off of there. Okay, I want to make sure it gets on all the edges. That. I should be able to just pick it up with this. So now I need this little tip, but it's not clear. Where's my pokey thing? All kinds of pokey things around that I accidentally poke my finger with all the time. There it is. Oh, you son of a... Son of a... Son of a... You son of a bitch. So I'm just trying to press it into those contours there. I want to make sure it adheres really well. So blowing air doesn't help it dry, but it does help blow away any excess glue and spread it. And it also imparts a little bit of moisture into the CA glue, which catalyzes it and helps it cure. So if you ever noticed, if you drop some CA glue into some water, or you put water on it, it instantly turns hard and like plasticky. So that's what's going on. And the baking soda does the same thing as the water. It's not so much a chemical reaction as it is a physical reaction that spreads through the material. Alright, so now I'm going to put the band camp on it. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I think that's on there pretty good. Alright, now let's see if I can get this guy up in here where it belongs. Up where we belong. So I'm just going to point those forward. That's going to go right like that. Like this, and like that, and like this. Kind of hard to tell if I got it straight with the stand in the way. Maybe this will come off, or did I glue it right in there really well? There we go. Excellent. I did not glue it at all. Look at me go. Okay, so that looks pretty straight. That looks like the angle I want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue. Oh, you know what? Put the glue in there first. So I left a little bit because I had already had this attached, and then when I went to Wonderfest, it got busted up. I was trying to fix the lights, so I pulled it off, and then I decided to leave this little lip of glue that I had built up, because that'll help me put it right back in the exact spot where it needs to go. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm straight up and down this way. I want to make sure I'm on the right angle like that, so I'm just gonna Gotta tilt just slightly. That looks pretty good. I can live with that. Straight enough. Alright, some of my magic powder over here. Where's my scooper? Where's my powder scooper? Use this one. This little shovel. Alrighty there. Had a thirsty dog. He's been satiated. Alright, so I'm just doing my usual reinforcement here with the powdered cement, because that's exactly what it is. Powdered cement. See, there's a couple little curls of plastic in there. Stuff from drilling holes ends up in the little bin, I guess, because I got it sitting on the desk beside me. But that's okay. Just helps with the process. This gets filed and sanded down smooth anyways. Well, as smooth as I'll be able to get it, which is usually pretty good. This stuff cleans up pretty nice. I usually try not to use it on the outside of the model if I don't have to, but in some cases, because I already got this shuttle bay floor, if I didn't have this shuttle bay floor on, well, I would have glued everything from the inside there and we wouldn't have saw any of that. But I'll be able to go in with a file and sandpaper and clean that all up. So there's just a little more to go right here. So I'm just trying to get it as level as I can, like this. And it's not bad because the glue sort of fills the voids and levels. And then when you add this, it only sticks to the very surface of the glue, so it remains relatively smooth. It helps if you got a smoother powder too. Like something like baby powder would probably be good. But there ain't no babies around here, so we got no baby powder. Okay, duck, do. Okay, now let's get that cleaned up. Alright, got her up on the block here. Let's grab some files. Let me see, that's a square one. Okay, we'll keep the flat one out. I'm starting to try to put my tools away as I use them because I never find anything. Oh, look at that. There's a couple mystery hidden files. There's hidden files on my desktop. Okay, get in there with this. So I'm not going straight across like this. I'm moving it back and forth sort of on an angle so that it doesn't cut too deep of a groove all at once. So I'm kind of moving it up and down as I go back and forth. So when you're filing with a round file or any kind of file basically, unless you're trying to get a groove or a cut, if you file like this on an angle, I'm sure most of you know that. What am I talking about? I don't know why I'm trying to give model tips to people when I barely know what I'm doing. Don't listen to me. Unless I'm telling you to buy a fret leveling beam, then listen to me. It's a very useful tool. All kinds of applications. I use it almost every day and I haven't leveled a fret in like 2 years. Okay, tight spot in here. I'm going to get the thinner one out. Trying to keep this, there's like a little bit of a contour right here where it dips in, so weird angles, but I'm trying to get that into there. So I think I'll go around this again with like a maybe the square one or even the triangle file to try to get a little bit more of an edge right there. I don't want it to swoop and dip. I want it to be a hard corner. So now is when we start using the file linear, in a linear motion instead of diagonally, because I want to cut. I'll try with this flat one first before I get in there with the angled one. Okay, I'll try the triangular one here. Yes, it's not as wide, so I can have a little bit more control over it. And I can cut this way into the corner. And I can roll my file down flat and then cut this way into the corner. Why are you so thirsty all the time, dog? You're drinking water every 5 minutes. It's not bad. Oop, there goes my elastics popping off. I can probably remove that now. I'm sure it's dry. Don't think that piece is gonna go anywhere. Yeah, that looks cool. Can I even get it in the shot? There we go. All my elastics basically snapped. They're a few years old and they've been sitting in the drawer. elastics dry out over time, as does everything. Okay, so I still got a little bit on this pylon right here. So I don't have a lot of room right there. Probably get in there with the triangle a little bit. It's not bad, it's almost smooth. Plus you're not really gonna see it that easily. This side has a little bit more sticking out on it though. Take a bit more effort. I guess I wasn't careful here. I got a little bit down the pylon. Thought there was some in there too. That would have been shitty, but it's just on the edge. There was just a bit of dust accumulating in there, so I thought it was glue. Technically, when you sand this dust, you could reuse that too, but I'm not gonna take it that far. I like reusing stuff around here, but it's just out of necessity, really. And it's not necessary for me to gather up this powder here to reuse it, but if it was, I would. If I didn't have anything else, I'd be sweeping that up and putting it in a little container. Okay, that's going to be tough with the file. Right there. I'm just going to see if I can get in there with a Dremel bit. Alright, here we go. Got on a fairly low speed, because I don't want it to get a good bite and then rip down the surface there. Very awkward position I got myself in here. That's gonna have to be good enough. Should have put some little windows on this part right here like Voyager has. Oh, well. Okay, I'm gonna put this back through here now. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I'm pretty sure the gray is... Oh, I haven't even connected it yet. Oh, okay, good. Good. So the gray is going to be the black, and the pink is going to be the red. Wonder if I should desolder this and start fresh. It's kind of weird. If I put this here and hold it. And nothing. Nothing. Nothing and nothing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that was my black one. That, no. Oh, I colored it red, man. Oh, because that got turned down. 2.3456. So sensitive. Okay, 2.8. Alright. That's why it wasn't working, because my thing got turned down. The control knob is very touchy, so I have to be careful. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's make that Smurfy by trying to add some... I don't know if my Omni Fixo is going to do the trick for me here. Unless I can get this to stick to these wires or something. Oh, I have an idea. So I got like this big clip right here. So I can do that. And I can do this. I'm sure I'm probably not doing this right, but we'll give it a shot. Solder on there. Thank you. Right. That kind of worked. Kinda. A little bit. But then there's this. Fuck's sakes. And then this. A bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, so now I got the Arboretum part there. Which one's my red? my little grabbers. There they are. Grab this with that. Okay, so I want to get a little bit of thing up in there. I'm pretty sure this is the red one. I painted them, but I can't see it right now. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I gotta try to put that together. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the twist and solder method. It's the only thing that works for me. It won't stay together any other way. And I think I'm gonna switch to only soldering when I have to. There's a lot of times where twisting it together is good enough. Alright, check it out. Okay, so we're back in business. The Arboretum is lit back up. Got those blue detail lights on the bottom there. Oh. Got the pin where the dish is gonna go. Got my little orange crystals at the bottom. Got our delta. Got our marker lights. And we got our little torpedo launching tube. Gonna have to light block around. Oh no, I'm putting another cap on that. Yeah, it's been so long since I worked on this thing, I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I gotta cap off that shuttle bay and put another layer of door on there. So what I want to do is kind of, so my light in here is real short. So what I want to do is maybe get some paint or some ink in the cracks, kind of up to this point. Maybe some copper color in there, either on top of the bumps or down into the cracks there. All right, okay, let's turn it off. The power supply. All right, here we go. So I got some shrink tubing on here. I got it all wired up. I actually took it all apart, desoldered it, and did a much more secure job. I didn't add extra lights to go right here for my back shuttle bay. I just forgot. I already got this wired up, so I don't know if I'm even gonna bother with that. I just might not. But this doesn't want to close up because I got my support here for my stand coming up there, so I need to cut away a little bit of that. I need to groove this so I can fold this down and bend those wires out of the way. So I gotta try to cut this without cutting my wire. First of all, Alright, there we go. It's bent out of the way. Now I gotta make this shorter. Screaming through there. Okay, down out of the way. I don't think I nicked the wire. Let's find out. Are we ready? Here we go. Turn this light down a bit. Turn this light down a bit. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got a ship. We got a ship. Let me just look at the back here. So I can probably still put some pieces there, and it's going to pick up enough light just from bouncing from inside there. Let's see, we've got that little grill part behind the bridge. There we go, focus. Okay, that's better. We've got that little grill part there behind the bridge. Barely visible, but we've got the yellow lights there. A couple of them aren't so great, but they're there. Okay, we got our front deflector. We've got that window. There we go. There's inside the arboretum. My window's got some dust in there. Now we got that dish. So, got some finishing. Little bit of finishing. Oh yeah, and our nice little impulse crystal. Right there. But, hey man, we got a ship. Got a Miranda Hornet, so I'm going to close that top up. I'll make some little end pieces to go right there. I'll make a door for the shuttle bay. And then it's close it up and paint it and seal the light leaks. So that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys for coming back to check this one out. I know it's been a while since I dropped a video with the Miranda Hornet. We're back in business, working on that again. Gonna get this guy done. I got a bunch of other projects on the go. Check me out live streaming. Check out my channel, turn your notifications on so you can see when I go live. I usually go during the week, sometimes around 11 Eastern I'll go live, and then you can see me Fridays on the HTM Hobby Time Modelers live stream, and Sundays usually for Sunday Fun Day. Join the rest of the guys on there, and I've been having a lot of fun doing that lately. That's why I haven't got to this, but circumstances forced me to get to this one because I ran out of paint because I was light blocking for my other projects and priming up this one, the Klingon 7D cattle bruiser. That's a fun one. We got lights, we got extra parts, we got mods. So I've been doing this one on live streams. So go to my channel and check out my past live streams. Take a look at the Klingon 7D cattle bruiser. And come back for the next episode of the Miranda Hornet, where hopefully I should be finishing this thing once and for all. So till then, keep on trekking. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down if you don't like it. Subscribe. Unsubscribe. Share it with your friends. Tell them how weird it is. Roll that beautiful starship footage.